systems check proceeding as follows. Ceiling 300 Alpha. All systems are go.
Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear.
We don't know where we are, but we hear you.
Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater, where we are playing our Wayfinders campaign. My name is Jeremy, and I am playing Solgrin of Ash.
My name's Ellie. I can't count. And I'm playing your favorite daddy's little girl, Kolohe.
This is Johnny, playing Trum, Likey, Flu.
This is Jeff playing I Know Better, Kumu.
And I am Jordan, and I am trying to tell the story. So, previously, you all had to go to the Kolohe colony, and you helped them with first a medical issue, and then second of all with a crew-inflicted oxygen depletion issue.
Yes.
Only once.
Then you received a message from a crew member who was on vacation, on shore leave, Vireo, who asked you to come in a hurry because he needed backup. And he said that he had met some of his old crew members from his previous employment. Now, you all are on your way there in a shuttle, like a small little
Ball jumper.
Yeah. And amazingly enough, you all are able to have a bit of exercise to pass the time, mostly in the form of sparring matches.
So our sparring match has concluded with me on the ground. You're welcome. Now it is Solgren's turn. Do you want to jump the story or continue the match?
Which would you prefer?
Mostly what Solgrin would have done in the sparring matches is just use him as teaching things. Like if we actually were going to play it out, I was going to say, all right, Solgrin's just going to full dodge. It's like, we're going to go until you pin me. I'm just going to full dodge the entire time. And he would give pointers after each attempt. It's like, counterbalance with your tail.
I can almost see you like a chess match where I begin to do a move and you're like, no. I do this, that, and you die.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
I do this, that, and then you die. Yeah, I can see that.
All right. You all reach Signa 9 without too much difficulty. It is a fairly easy planet to get to, all things considered. It's a little bit off the beaten path for a lot of things, but, you know, the Wayfinders are used to being out in the lesser populated areas of the galaxy. So, it's pretty easy to find the port. That kind of information is public knowledge that's available in, like, transponders as you approach the planet.
So the habitation is actually on the planet.
Yes.
And not in the rings.
Correct.
Okay.
Have you done any kind of information to determine where Vireo was staying?
Not really. Planet, a canyon. He could be at any of them, though. That was his first destination.
Gotcha.
See, I listen. He's my father, too, even though I don't like him.
I actually did in character side.
I know you did.
We're going to have to turn this shuttle around.
I would like to argue with Kumu, but in the past, when I've gone on vacation with him, we have gone to the canyon straight away.
Now, is there like a particular spot where you like to go?
The most dangerous. He likes to be the star.
Typical Vireo.
Alright, canyon.
So actually, it's a gorge.
Gorge.
There's a small tourist town on the edge of the gorge. You know, obviously, there are some permanent residents on Signa 9 because it is even though it is mostly like tourist industry, and there is some like manufacturing and refinery stuff that happens like in less desirable locations. Not everywhere looks like a picturesque scenery all the time, and so that's where like a lot of mundane work happens. But this gorge is really kind of on the top 10 lists of places to go. If you were to pull up a listicle of where to go in Signa 9, this would be like spot number 3.
All right. This place looks like fun. Let's look for him here.
The cliffs are these gorgeous, like almost an ochre, like very dark red. There's a waterfall on the northern end of it.
All right.
And actually, it's really cool because have you ever seen those pictures of, I think it's the Yangtze River, where there's these like stone columns that are like coming out of the river? There's a lot of those, and they're like 30 meters high for the short ones. And it's got this really lush, vibrant, tropical feeling to it. The plants are really interesting because the gravity is a little less than normal, so the plants like the extra large. The trees grow really large, and you can see like zip lines going from some of them, and there's like gondolas that go from one side of the gorge to another. Really picturesque. You can see some like ships going back and forth on like down at the bottom, like taking tourists to see the waterfall up close. So, how are you all going to look for Vireo?
So was it just an audio message or was it a video file as well?
It was an audio message only.
Solgrin would go to one of the tourist places at the end of the gorge.
Okay.
Just walk in and describe them.
Are you going to do this with like a
Search or
investigation, persuasion, streetwise?
I guess it would be streetwise.
I'm going to turn to Kolohe and say, where do you guys normally stay when you come here without me? We can start looking there.
I can't remember what it's called. It's been a little bit, but I know it was next to this worm noodle place.
That sounds yummy.
We had to go there like twice a day when we came the last time.
Not surprising. He likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so what would it actually be? Because I was noticing that there's no, like, charm or more social skill.
When you're looking at the actual like list of all of the different attributes across the 3 base versions,
There's no real charm.
there's no real charm. Like that's something that I think that
Mini 6.
Mini 6 added in, which I think is a benefit to Mini 6.
Yeah.
Especially for how we play. So I would just default to like perception.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So he walks up to somebody behind the counter. He's like, excuse me.
All right, I've named the gorge Spillwater. Okay. Hello.
Yes, I am looking for an associate of mine, a dinorrhea, orangish, reddish beak, very colorful plume, some blues and greens, but mainly orange, reddish.
Okay.
Would have been here as recent as 3 days ago.
Okay.
15.
I rolled a 15 as well. So, this tourist agent kind of squints at you a little bit. It says, we have a lot of dinorrhea coming through. It's a very popular tourist destination. Your description sounds kind of vague, honestly. What's your associate's name?
Vireo.
Vireo. Let me go ahead and take a quick look here. I'm sorry, I'm not really seeing any information in our system here. How long ago did you say?
Maybe 3 or 4 days ago.
No, unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything in our system.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there a hotel near here with worm noodles nearby?
Oh, I believe so, yes. If you go down 2 blocks that way and you make a right, you'll see what you're looking for, I think.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, come on, younglings.
How old is your character?
Well, 29, but for my species, it's middle-aged.
Wow.
Y'all die young.
Sucks.
Yeah.
So you all head towards the worm noodle.
Yep.
Yes.
So you all get there.
This is it, Kumu. Guys, this is it.
This is the place where you
Yeah,
normally
yeah, yeah.
stay?
This is where we were last time. This is noodle place we went every flippin' morning and evening and, oh yeah, afternoon. Sometimes an afternoon snack. Whatever. We usually go to the 7th floor. I don't know why, but he thinks it's his lucky number.
Alright. To the 7th floor we go?
No, you can't just walk into the doors. You have to have a key card to get into the elevator to go. This is a very top-notch facility. Come on, Kumu.
For worm noodles?
No, the hotel next
The
door.
hotel.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the worm
No.
noodles.
The hotel next
Do you
door.
really need to eat at this time?
No!
You don't pay much attention.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Is there by any chance somebody here under Vireo?
Let me look.
Has to be 7th floor.
It seems that we do have somebody under that name here. Or we did until a couple of days ago.
Oh my god, he's dead.
He's not dead. When did he check out?
Well, he never did.
He just hasn't shown back up?
Yes, and
Like his keycard hasn't been used?
correct.
But you haven't seen him for a few days.
That's right.
Excuse me.
Yes.
These are his children. Is there any way they could get in and look at his room?
See the resemblance?
No. I don't see a resemblance.
I don't either, but they are his adopted children.
Go ahead and make a
Persuasion.
persuasion.
15.
I would imagine that you have some sort of like documentation showing that you're guardian ward status type of thing. Mm-hmm. So showing the proper documentation and they're like, oh, okay. And they go ahead and they say that they can take you up.
Thank you so very much. You have a wonderful day.
You do the same.
Thank you. I will.
So you all go upstairs to the 4th floor.
Wait, this is no. Wait. This is the wrong floor. I think you're leading us to the wrong person.
No, I don't think so. We've only got one person under that name here.
No. But did you see this is the 4th floor?
Mm-hmm.
Dad always stays on the 7th floor. There must be something. No, this is
There
incorrect.
may not have been any room left on the 7th floor when you came.
Solgrin's eyes turn yellow. Alert.
Okay.
Calm down. We'll check out the room that they show us first before we jump to any conclusions, okay?
She nods.
Continue.
Okay.
Show us where he was staying, if you please.
Okay. So it is 5th room on the right as you guys exit the lift. They go ahead and they open the door, and the room is in complete disarray.
Oh my.
This doesn't look good. Well, we'll find some clues.
Yeah, we're gonna start some investigation.
Does the person that unlocked the door for us say anything?
They seem very surprised to see the room in this shape.
So, species ability, Solgrin, when he's alert, he has an extra sense of motion. So, almost like a sense motive kind of thing when he's alert. So, that adds a D2 search investigate to detect the emotion and source, but only in that alert state. So, I want to sort of read if this person taking this up is actually surprised.
Okay.
That's going to be 4 deep with my extra. And there it is. The first one of the campaign.
Just shooting that dice out of the air.
Yep. I got a 7.
As far as you can tell, they seem to be just as taken aback as the rest of you.
Okay.
I'm going to use my incensed hands of smell. That's an advantage of our species.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
One of the character's 5 senses is heightened to abnormal levels. The bonus to the skill total received depends on the sense. Sight is +1, Hearing is +2. Touch, taste, or smell are +3. The bonus is per rank and applies to all skills related to the scent. To have multiple enhanced senses, this special ability must be taken at least once for each sense.
So I roll my perception and get a +3 or?
+3.
Yep. Which is pretty good for a rank 1, honestly.
Yeah.
12.
It smells stale. Like it hasn't
It hasn't been used in a couple of days.
like the scent is Vireo, excuse me.
Vireo.
Is it Vireo or Vireo?
Vireo. What have I been saying?
You said Vireo.
I've been pronouncing it like Vireo.
I mean, he ain't here, so
Contest when you return, my friend.
we will be soundly corrected when he returns.
Or it'll be like Angel's Guard, where sometimes it's Valentine and sometimes it's Valentine.
Yep.
Anywho, so it smells stale.
Yeah.
It was his room. His scent is in here.
Yes. But
It's fading.
Yeah.
It's not. The room hasn't been cleaned. It hasn't been moved through. Am I picking up any other scents?
it smells like other people were in the room as well.
So he was in here, but there was other people in here too. Are you getting anything, Kolohe?
Did you take a perception roll?
No, I didn't. So let's try to do that and see if I do smell anything.
Okay. Add a +3 to your final roll.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
It's a 5.
Oh, darn.
28? Oh, 31? Is it 28 or 31? I didn't finish counting.
25 +3,
Okay.
28.
So the first one. Yikes.
You smell blood.
What do you got, Kolohe?
Blood.
You smell blood?
Blood.
Alright, we need to search this room.
Can I tell whose?
Even or odd?
Odd.
It's a new dice. Of course, it's still a 6.
It's a red die, and I'm rolling it. What do you expect? You can tell that it is avian.
So Solgrin's eyes go completely yellow, and he wants to also investigate the room.
Okay.
Yep.
Clothes are everywhere. It looks like
Dropping a fate point on it, so I can double my dice.
Yay.
20.
so you just start searching the room.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Let's look for clues. I'll search with a fake point as well.
Okay.
Same.
23.
21.
So, you find a few things that are very interesting. We'll find out more about those right after this quick break.
Hey Mets, have you ever read Dragonlance?
Dragonlance. That sounds familiar.
Well, it was a Dungeons and Dragons campaign
Yeah.
that they turned into a book.
Okay.
And here's the crazy part, though. Let me just pitch this to you, all right? The narrator of the book is actually unreliable. He's spinning us one story while trying to tell another, and you have to kind of piece together from contextual clues or missing information exactly what's going on. It's really, really deep and really, really cool.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. It's about an annoying gnome.
So it's more like my life.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we have better novels than that to analyze on Alzabo's Soup, where we literally become our favorite authors by devouring portions of their brains.
Devouring brains, of course, means reading books. And over at Alzabo Soup, we dive deep into some of our favorite novels, especially those by famed author Gene Wolfe.
If you're interested, please come check us out. We're online at alzabosoup.libsyn.com or on any of your favorite podcast hosting services.
I'm sorry if I offended any Dragonlance listeners.
No, you're not.
And we're back! Trum, Likey, flew.
Yes.
You find what looks like a business card.
Ooh, what's this?
It's all black, and it has a silver fishhook on it. No words.
Is the attendant still here?
Yes.
Do you know where this is? Or what this is?
I've never seen that before.
Can I roll knowledge to see if anybody knows of the fish hook?
Sure.
14.
5.
Solgrin, you remember that history lessons have said that in the age of the Atua, the fishhook was associated with some rather unsavory factions.
Now, the Barati holding the Atua in high regard, the unsavory factions, were they against the Atua, or were they still associated with Atua?
Oh, I think it's pretty fair to say that the Pelakia were against the Atua.
Okay.
With their destruction of planetary rings and hunting down and killing X. So this imagery is not exciting.
Solgrin's eyes get a little bit orange. They go from yellow, they start to turn a little bit red.
What's wrong, Solgrin?
That card, that symbol,
What does it mean? It's a fishhook.
it's not just a fish hook. It represents those who were, in ancient times, those against life, against those who gave us our gifts.
What do you mean?
Our gifts, each and every one of us, they come from the Atua. Those that sought to destroy the Atua, that is their symbol.
How does your belief in Apakura, how does that fit in with the lore around the Atua?
It doesn't conflict with it at all. It's more a state of mind type of belief system.
Yeah.
So there's no real mythology with it. I mean, the majority of mythology is that we were given this universe to be a part of it. So we should celebrate that.
So nothing that Solgrin is saying is...
No, the closest thing I personally would have against what he was saying is that the Atua are part of the reason that my family was exiled.
A long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's nothing personal.
Some people would see that as personal, but,
Not me.
Kumu, Kolohe, have you seen this symbol before?
Roll knowledge.
Poor Ellie. Her wild die finally betrayed her with a 1.
She rolled all those 6.
Yeah.
Mine did the same thing. Yep, and I did exactly the same thing. I switched it up. And then I rolled a 6 the next time.
Mine hasn't betrayed me yet, so I'm good.
Is it really betraying you if it rolls a 1 now?
Yeah, or is it being true to
That
you?
was so bad.
Maybe this one is betraying you.
So unfortunately, Kolohe, you don't know anything about
No, I do not.
this symbol.
This means nothing to me. I don't know what this is.
But his message said he was with his old crew.
I don't really know any of their names. I've heard stories.
Yeah, we've only heard stories, never seen anything like this.
And nothing really terribly in depth either. Just,
Yeah.
this one moment was funny when we were all sitting around the table and someone punched my friend because they thought that they were saying that they were fat when they were saying that their pants needed to be hiked up some. That's all.
Yeah, things like that.
Pointless, uninformative stories.
Yes. And some of them are kind of funny. Others are kind of sad. Like, oh yeah, and that color purple kind of reminds me of the time my friend died. I can never look at a sunset the same way again. All right. Who had the next highest roll after
Did I really?
Yes.
Yeah, you 21.
half of 42? You find a complimentary notepad,
Uh-huh.
and on it, you can see some impressions.
Yeah, the indentations.
Yeah.
I notice it and grab the pen on the table and lightly
Dude, the pencil
go over top of it, leaving the indentations unmarred.
Okay. Sounds good. It looks like a name. Finch.
Finch. Does Finch sound familiar to you, Kolohe? You spend more time with him than I do.
No, even I don't know that one.
Finch. I'm going to roll for knowledge to see if Finch is an alien species that I know of.
Okay.
Ugh, no, I do not. I have a 1.
Did I find anything different with a 20?
Yes, you did. You found some blood, like little droplets, like leading towards the balcony.
Solgrin follows the trail of blood.
Okay. There are some of the local trees are pretty much right outside. It's really actually quite lovely. You can see the sun setting over Spillwater Gorge.
Are any of the trees close enough to jump to?
Well, you know, this is a world known for in lower gravity. Do you want to find out?
I do, but I don't.
I mean, is there blood on the railing?
There seems to be like some on the underside of the railing. Maybe if like a hand had grabbed it, because with the climate as it is, like it's very common for like nighttime rains to come through.
So there wouldn't be any evidence of blood on the trees close by. So this overlooks the gorge.
Yes. So the promenade that leads along the side of the gorge is about 15 meters away. So in terms of outdoors, relatively close.
Yes. Yeah.
How close is the tree to the...
Oh, the tree's only like a couple meters away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that is jumpable too.
For someone, yes. If you're...
Well, there's also the lower gravity and possibly a lot of adrenaline.
How thick are the branches?
So the branches are decently sized.
And he is a plumaged and winged individual.
I want to come and look at the tree.
Okay.
I have long sight, which gives me enhanced vision, basically.
Sure.
I want to look and see if there's any damaged branches around there, like where if somebody jumped to that tree.
Okay, go ahead.
That would be perception. Be 14.
You know what? I'll give it to you. You do see where it looks like a couple of the branches were kind of broken. One or two were completely snapped off, and some of them are like bent downwards.
So like somebody landed there.
Yes.
Not like wind blew it. It looks like somebody jumped to that tree.
And if it was Vireo and he broke those branches, I'm definitely not jumping into it.
He said the most physically dense individual in the group.
Yep.
But yeah, if anybody were to jump, it should be me.
And we are only on the 4th floor, so it wouldn't be that hard to get down through the tree from here.
I look down, make sure there's nobody underneath me, just to make sure I don't accidentally land on somebody.
It looks
You're
like
really
it's,
going to do this?
I am.
it's relatively clear at the moment.
Okay.
Just go downstairs and go to the basement.
I'm jumping.
I can toss you.
I'm already jumping.
You'll have to toss me.
12 to jump.
You successfully fling yourself off of the balcony.
And plummet to your doom.
It's only 6-7 feet away.
Now go ahead and make an acrobatics
Yep.
roll to grab onto the tree.
I figured that was going to come. 16.
You are able to successfully land in the tree and roost like a proud bird.
Alright, now that I'm here, I'm going to look closer for any other clues.
Okay.
We're going to head down to the base of that tree.
Okay, I'll meet you there. Oh! 5.
There's a caterpillar.
There was a caterpillar.
It's really tasty.
Alright, I climb down.
So you climb down from the tree.
Yeah, I don't find anything other than the broken branches I saw.
There might be some blood traces in the bark if there was.
Not
any
when
left.
I roll a 4.
Yeah, unfortunately. That would have been information he might have been able to find out about if the dice liked him.
Yes.
Kolohe, what are you doing?
Watching him eat a caterpillar. No, I'm kidding.
You've seen odder things.
You've done odder things.
The oddest thing about my life is the fact that I got you for a brother.
It's not odd at all. We all come in clutches of like 4 or 5.
Solgrin's walking out the door. It's like, it's not odd at all. There's 2 of you. It's even. Let's go.
Well played, sir. On the way out the door, I'm going to say to the innkeeper that brought us up here, you should call the authorities and investigate this room. That is not on the 7th floor, which means there's a reason he was in this room.
Or maybe, some people just assume that he has a favorite for other reasons. Okay.
walking out to the tree. So, Trum, what did you find?
Not much. Just a few broken branches. There's no traces left other than that I could find. That's okay. We'll find more clues.
I'm going to search around the base of the tree for signs of a direction or a struggle
I
or
want to
anything
look
like that.
around and see if there's any security cameras that would see this area.
Okay.
Hey, finally. Low number.
9. Just looking around, see if there's any security cameras pointing this area.
14.
The dirt is kind of soft and loamy in that spot, and it's pretty much like, a flower bed kind of situation. And then there's like a path that goes right next to it. Kind of like a concrete type of sidewalk.
It wouldn't have made much of a difference if I did find anything.
The idea of the camera does has some pretty good merit. And you do see one at the far corner of the hotel.
Maybe that camera saw something happen. We should go try to find out.
Go ahead, Trum.
Okay.
Solgrin's gonna look around the area. What would be like the closest place to hide if one were to jump down?
Or to
from the
start
tree?
descending into the gorge.
The best escape route.
The best escape route?
Right.
It depends on whether or not you can fly.
If you couldn't fly.
If you can't fly, it would be down the path towards the heart of the tourism district.
So into the populace.
Yeah, where the restaurants are. Because the gorge is like the defining edge of the village. It's kind of like almost Niagara. So there's not too much along the promenade itself. Everything is more away from the gorge.
So Solgrin gonna go towards the edge of the gorge then.
Okay. It's really deep.
Hello down there. Hello up there. That's a weird echo.
I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Solgrin does have the ability to see very far.
Okay. Looking down into the gorge.
The investigation.
Yep.
13.
It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like you might see like maybe a cave entrance lower down, but it's hard to tell if it's something that might have been natural or if it might have been carved out for like an observation post of some sort.
So he's gonna call. It's like, Kolohe, Kumu, there might be a cave down here.
A cave?
Alright, I want to look around to see if there's a quickly foreseeable, easier path down the edge of the gorge.
Okay.
What was that? Search or... No, I don't see anything.
Nope. There's Jeff.
I'm so glad to have you back, buddy.
All one pip of them.
What you rolling for?
Same thing.
13? Mm-hmm. It would not be easy if somebody was trying to climb as a group, but maybe one or two people could like grab onto the protruding roots and the ridges and everything like that, especially if they're skilled at climbing.
I've got climbing.
Solgrin's gonna say, it's like, I have rope in the ship.
I'm gonna go ahead and start. You can go get the rope and help Kolohe down.
Alright.
I rolled a 16 for climbing.
So, as Solgrin and Kolohe just watch, it's like, you really should teach him not to be so hasty. Because, as you know, we are stronger together. That's my quote.
That is his quote.
10. You roll a 16? Yeah, you're able to slowly make your way down.
Well, while he's coming, I want to go talk to security office at the hotel.
Okay. So you go back in, find the receptionist, just ask if you can talk to security.
Yep. So, yeah, I go to security office. Yes, a friend of ours, he went missing in your hotel. I'm sure you heard about by now. Up on the 4th floor. And saw evidence that somebody jumped to the tree outside his balcony. And I saw you have a camera that's pointing in that area. So maybe we can review the footage and see if we see him?
Go ahead and make a persuade roll.
Dropping
like it's hot.
I think this is the most Johnny has spent.
I know.
It is. 27.
I think you make it.
Nice.
Okay. What do you see on the footage?
We see him climbing down the tree,
Okay.
followed by somebody else quickly coming after him.
Okay.
And then we see a third person running from out of the hotel up to him. And then they grab him and haul him down the street away from the town center.
Okay.
And it goes till they're out of sight of the camera. Just down the promenade.
So probably only maybe 30, 40 seconds worth of film altogether.
Yep.
So neither of the two directions we considered going.
Yep.
You did that just to spite me.
I did. So, I go out and I tell Solgrin what I found. You went that way!
He's gonna call down and say, Kumu, you can climb back up.
I'm on my way. I got a 15.
So
I needed to hit 16, didn't I?
I'm not that concerned about that. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to mess with your mind.
And the answer is yes. Always yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as you're climbing, how close do you get to the cave?
I don't know. How far down did we say it was?
We didn't.
We didn't.
Oh, so this is my choice.
How many dice do you want me to roll?
Nope.
You could have said 0.
15, so that's about 30 meters.
30 meters.
It's a good several hundred meters down.
Well, I know the chasm is, but...
So you're saying it was 10 meters down, right?
I said 30.
10? I heard 10.
I know that math isn't your strong suit.
No, so I didn't get very far down before.
So, we're going to go ahead and say that you get down far enough where the face of the rock starts feeling unnaturally warm.
That's odd.
It is.
Maybe the sun was hitting it at a particular angle.
Now, do you sticky spit on your hands and then...
No, we got claws and stuff.
Anyway, as you are ascending back up to the top of the gorge, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.